If you want to make sure only trusted devices can connect to your network, port security is the feature for you. It helps protect your network by controlling access, right at the port level. This feature can be configured using the Graphical User Interface, GUI, or via Command Line Interface, CLI. If you prefer using the GUI, CLI, the link in the description. In this episode of Cisco Tech Talk, I'll show you how to set up and manage port security on a Catalyst 1300 switch via CLI next. When you use CLI for configuration, you have precise control over your port security settings. This allows you to customize security actions and quickly check which devices have access. When port security is configured, the switch checks the unique MAC address of any device that gets plugged into the port. The action it takes depends on specific settings you configure. It is a great way to control access. There are a few different modes you can use. The default setting is lock mode. Lock mode allows the switch to learn a device's MAC address on a port and then locks it in, blocking any new addresses. This is perfect for ports connected to dedicated devices, like a specific workstation or a server. The mode max addresses lets you set a limit for how many MAC addresses can be learned on a port. If more devices try to connect than the set limit, the new ones aren't allowed. Secure permanent mode ensures that learned MAC addresses are saved and remain secure, even after the switch is rebooted, as long as you save the configuration. Secure delete on reset will remove learned MAC addresses after a reset, so the port can start fresh and learn new addresses. To enable port security in the CLI, enter interface configuration mode for your chosen port. Enter the command port security. By default, this enables lock mode with the discard action, which blocks packets from unauthorized devices. However, there are certain situations in which you may want to choose another action. Change the action to forward if you want packets from unknown devices to pass through without learning their MAC addresses. This is not generally recommended unless you expect occasional or temporary devices, but don't want those devices to be remembered by the switch after they disconnect. The discard shutdown action will block unauthorized packets and shut down the port if a violation occurs. This is the highest level of security. If you have shared spaces where unintentional connections are possible, it could lead to issues. You can also use the port security max command to set the maximum number of addresses that can be learned on the port. This is a good option when you know the exact number of devices that will connect. For example, if you need to connect two devices, say a computer and a phone, you can set the maximum number to 2. Otherwise, if you use lock, the default, only one device is allowed. With this setting, the switch will lock in the MAC address of the first one connected. When the second device is connected, it will be blocked. You can use commands like show port security and show port security address to check the status and see which MAC addresses are currently allowed. If a port gets shut down due to a security violation, you'll need to remove the unauthorized device. Then, turn the port off and back on to re-enable it. There you have it. Setting up port security is a smart step for keeping your network safe and ensuring that only approved devices can connect. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.